One final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go. It's week 14. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Going play action, May. Here's a loft deep down the middle. Full extension, and he brings it in. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First down throw for May. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Second down carry for Taylor. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Taylor again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Taylor gets in. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots drive 80-plus yards and take a 6-0 lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Another carry for him. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Back now, pressure on its way. And that's going to be batted away, incomplete, so pretty ho-hum way to wrap up our first quarter. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you can't get the pick, at least make sure a catch isn't made. That's the job of every defender out there, and he made sure that one wasn't completed.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun. He's going to push one deep. Brought in inside the 20. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons start off well to tie things 7-7. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Made a throw it. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. And he has the New England touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this, but this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They give it to him again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Pass play now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. They'll run here on first down. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Lone back gets the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. Working quickly here.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw now. 3rd down. We'll get this to Jefferson. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Falcons will have a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he drives this forward to the 6. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive...
And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, okay? You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And that one fly. past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Taylor. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second and 8. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, here's May. On target to his man Taylor. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. From the gun, it's May. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he brings it in for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 2nd quarter lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Returnable from the 2. And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
A 3-yard loss brings up
3rd and long for him here. Gets everything he has under this throw. And he hauls in the interception. DJ Turner comes up with it. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he brings it in for a New England touchdown. The Patriots parlay the interception into points. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Extra point attempts coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots double their lead to 14.
Falcons 14.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Searches from the pocket. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Pats will take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They go again with Taylor. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Taylor now up the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's the pistol snap to May. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, it's May. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they win with on third down. May now from the gun. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points. And that's mission accomplished there.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. He's going to field this at the 2. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So second down coming up.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Second and 10 now. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Back to pass on first and 10. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the gap closes to 14 points.
Well, nothing to critique there. Good snap, Good hold, and he puts it through to pay off the drive with 3 points.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before halftime. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
To the air, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. That one hits for 30. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
1st down from the red zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
A give left side to Taylor. And he takes this in to the 40-yard line before going down. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on third down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down. Here's a handoff for Taylor. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
First down, and they go right back to him. Ooh, sharp running here. He's past the 30. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a New England first down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Going to the ground again on first. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Running right, this is Taylor. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
They're going to turn to Taylor on third down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Patriots with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead to start the 4th. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Taylor again. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Patriots go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Falcons, 24.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Patriots get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now a run with Taylor. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. This is Taylor. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Returnable from the 2. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Chased out to his right. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
To throw again on 2nd and 10. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a give on the counter. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
And they're trying something here. They fake the spike. Trying to go back to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. No gain on the run, so they're left with 4th and 7.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. 1st and 10 from the 41. They give to Taylor, right side.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Taylor. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. Here's May. Taylor makes the catch. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that extends the lead to 20.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
He's going to field this at the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the... That's complete inside the 35. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. Now the Falcons offense staying on the field, lining up to go for 2. He's throwing for it. And he will get across for 2, and that makes it a 12-point game. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Taylor trying the left side. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown, his 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you could strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They're throwing it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Brought in right side. And he'll get this up close to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. He's going to throw this one. Along the sideline, and Pitts brings it in. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll throw it again. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
9 brings up 4th down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Trying to push it deep down. Brought in inside the 20. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find payday.
Well, maybe stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often. But tight end, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they went his way for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys' security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass like a great post in basketball. And they know how to finish.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Taylor. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They go again with Taylor. Works his way to the 35. And he scores. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Starting from the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds to hand them excellent field position up across the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Third and long for him here. That's completed right side. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. So it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. A bit of desperation on this thing. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it.